This is the most powerful lever action ever. I think it went through. Let's check it out and see what happened. Right there she is. That's a hole. Welcome to Lever Guns 50. Today we're looking at the 1886 Winchester and 5110. Now this is a modern replica. This one here is a Winchester of the new production. It had the tang safety on it. I took it off. But this thing is made in Japan and it is capable of 50,000 psi chamber pressure. And so it's a really formidable beast. And this thing will take out any game animal anywhere in the world. I know people have used it for elephants in Africa with a 400 grain hydro stabilized bullet, and it went clean through the skull and out the other side, and we're able to get over 6,400 foot-pounds, but I imagine most people could get a usable 6,000 foot-pounds of muzzle energy using a 530 grain bullet. So 6,000 foot-pounds, you know, what does that say? Well, even with a lot less power than that, with a 400 grain bullet, I have a viewer that shot his elephant with it. It went clean through the skull and out the other side. He was using a 400 grain hydro stabilized bullet. So I mean, it has plenty of power to take down the biggest game in the world. So, you know, you could use it for that. Or I use mine to hunt whitetail deer. I use the 300 grain bullet, push it kind of hot, but you know, it slows down pretty fast because it's about got the ballistics of a round ball just about. But it's a lot of fun to shoot. It doesn't have a whole lot of recoil with that light load. But what I'm saying is, this is a really useful gun for any kind of game animal, because you can load it down, and I've even shot it with round balls and sobbets and or sabots, however you want to say that, all the way up to I think the heaviest bullet I shot was a little over 700 grains. The interesting part was I was talking to Mark over at Wyoming Armory, and he said he can make these bad boys for anybody that wants one. You can send in your 1886 Moroku version, and he can rebarrel it and chamber it, color case harden it, and all kinds of good stuff over there at Wyoming Armory. So I'm highly recommending that if you want one of these, you head on over to Wyoming Armory and get you one on order. However you want to go about doing it, just contact them over there and they'll set you up and tell you what you need to do. You probably need to grab you one of these 1886s in 4570 or 4590 and send it on out there, and they'll fix you up with a 1886 Winchester, and it'll be in 5110, and it'll be a fun gun to shoot if you just want it for nostalgic purposes, just to plink around with it with the original loads. That's plenty for anything in North America. If you want to hop it up a little bit, you are capable of doing that with the modern version, with the nickel steel alloyed or chrome alloyed steel barrels that they have nowadays. So this one here was originally rebarreled by Montana Armory. No, Montana Rifleman, sorry about that. Montana Rifleman in 2000, so that's 24 years ago. And it's held up to them high pressure loads that I've put it through, and it still locks up tight, and it works every single time. And so I really have enjoyed this, and I'm actually talking to them about sending this one here off and getting it color case hardened. They do all the color case hardened for Bighorn Armory, the way I understand it. So if you've ever seen any of them, those things are absolutely beautiful. So we may send this off to Mark and let him color case harden it and dress it up a little bit, maybe weld up that hole where the safety was and do a few things to it. So anyhow, head on over and check out Wyoming Armory and see what they can do for you. They can restore almost any kind of gun. They can do all kinds of stuff over there. Right now he has a project going where he is doing a Colt Lightning. So anyhow, I want to thank Mark over at Wyoming Armory, and I want to thank you guys for watching. God bless each and every one of you. I hope you come back and see me here.